Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you with the February 3rd, 2014 Raw Report. Tonight's main event was none other than Randy Orton against Daniel Bryan in one of Vince McMahon's most genius moves that I've seen in a really, really long time. He knew that the WWE Universe, the WWE fan base, the internet crowd, the YWC, the IWC themselves were mad as hell. We're mad as hell, people! They took away one of the biggest stars in the company, CM Punk. CM Punk is the guy that is connected with the people, whether he's a heel, whether he's a babyface. People have loved this guy since his debut back in 2006. He has connected with the people like none other. People have, turned, for and against John Cena 1,000 times. Most wrestling fans these days hate on John Cena, but, CM Punk has gotten away with almost anything. He's one of the only people that I know in wrestling that would be able to take Paul Bear's ashes and dump them out on The Undertaker, and people would still cheer him and root him on to end the streak at WrestleMania. Basically, Vince knew that if he gave us what we were looking for at the Royal Rumble in Daniel Bryan and putting him in the main event of this show, that people might have been mad for, 2 hours of Raw, but once it came down for, the good old times, at the end of the show, they would get behind, they would yes, they would cheer on Daniel Bryan. I think that Triple H was even sort of goading on the fans earlier on in the show, telling Randy Orton that if he lost this match, he wasn't going to be the face of the company anymore. He flat out did the yeses worse than Big Show did a few months ago when they were teaming up on Raw. Well, then again, Big Show's been doing the yes ever since Mania 28 in the go-home dark match for Monday Night Raw. He wasn't even on, I think he was on the, I can't even remember what Big Show did at WrestleMania 28, but I think he was a babyface and Daniel Bryan was the heel. And even in this match, Big Show was cheering on with the fans, doing the yes, cheering for Daniel Bryan. It was just one of those very, very awesomely cool moments of that whole trip. But basically, this was a damn good match. I can't count how many times these guys have fought in the last year, that being Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton. But it's been money, and it's been a good match every time, and this is nothing else. Basically, Orton was selling the knee. Bryan was, he was selling the shoulder. They told a pretty good story during this match. There was a few times when you saw that Daniel Bryan was setting up the running knee, and it wasn't until the very end that he was able to hit it. There was a little part of me that a few weeks ago when they did the cage match, believed that Kane was some sort of a secret agent, double spy, helping Daniel Bryan against the Authority, like he was a part of the Yes movement, and they were going to bring back, a little part of Team Hell No for 1 week, a little wink wink for people who, were wrestling fans a year ago. But it seems like, I don't know, well, Daniel Bryan is in the chamber already. They can't really take that away from him. But, I'm guessing that more than likely next week, maybe SmackDown, we're going to get Kane versus Daniel Bryan. I know that, I wouldn't be surprised if Kane finds a way to get one of those spots and gets into the chamber, just because basically they were planning on doing Punk versus Kane. Now that match isn't going to happen at Elimination Chamber, so they got to do something with him. Sorry, Cesaro, sorry, Christian, but until that bell rings and the door locks on that chamber, I don't believe you're going to be in there. It's all about Kofi Kingston at the chamber in 2010 when Edge kicked 2009? Whenever the fuck it was, and Edge kicked their ass and jumped in there and got in there. Of course, we had the awesome cage match between the New Age Outlaws and the Rhodes Brothers. We had the Batista, just basically accepting the challenge of Alberto Del Rio, saying that was going to happen. There was a horrible match between Curtis Axel and Sheamus. I can't even tell you if it was good or bad, because this was the definition of I don't care about anything that is happening in that ring tonight. We had 2 different 6-man matches. It was all about, the King of Trios tonight with the Shield going up against Rey Mysterio, Kofi, and Big E Langston. I honestly thought the Shield was going to lose this match, and they were able to pull it out in the end. Mysterio, Kofi, and Big E Langston all got spots that made them look really, really nice. I think it was Langston that actually took the pin in this. He's actually been taking a few pinfalls. Ever since he's gotten the Intercontinental Championship, he looked strong for a few weeks, and they're basically giving him the Antonio Cesaro push, where it's like, you're going to lose a lot of matches on TV from here on out, but you're the Intercontinental Champion, so it's going to be okay at the end of the day. No, it's not going to be okay. Langston has a chance to be a really, really big star out there, and I don't know what the fuck they're doing with him. But then again, like I bitched and complained about Cesaro losing all those matches, and look at him. He's booked in the main event at the pay-per-view. So he can't be going that wrong. Next we had Christian versus Jack Swagger. This goes back to their ECW days, back in the day when they had a pretty good thing going on when Christian debuted, beat Swagger for the title. Swagger fought him a few times before being drafted over to Raw. Brought back the memories of that stuff. Really never connected in with this match, but it is what it is. Then we had Zach Ryder against Titus O'Neil. Titus was able to get the win over Ryder. I bet Ryder was even one of those guys that they brought in. Like, they haven't used him on Raw that often, but they know that he does get a response most times when he goes in there. Seeing if people would cheer for Ryder and not cheer for Punk, Titus was able to get the win. He's got one more win than Shad did when Crime Time broke up, so he's got that going for him. Next was the next King of Trios match. Dolph Ziggler, Xavier Woods, and R-Truth going up against the Wyatt family. They might as well just called out everyone from the back and said, hey, anybody who doesn't have a match who wants to get in the ring tonight, head on down there. Ziggler, I think everybody in the world has asked me about that promo. I sent it to my friends as soon as I saw it, and they had all seen it. They saw it like a week ago. But he basically went crazy and ballistic. I don't know if it was after Raw last week or if it was after SmackDown a week before. I have no idea what that promo was about. It reminded me a lot about what The Miz did tonight. Maybe Ziggler and Miz will be these sort of walking out, bitching heels, or maybe that was done before the CM Punk thing, and maybe just Miz is gonna do some angle where they sort of poke, the finger at CM Punk, saying like, you're not here, so we're gonna sort of bring up this, but we're not gonna use you, we're gonna use somebody else. Sucks to be both of these guys, but Ziggler took the fall in this match, so I don't know. I thought that was going to be the start of something for him. Turns out it's the start of nothing. It would be funny if we find out, a week or 2 weeks or a month down the road that really was a shoot, and WWE just has people working on the app who doesn't give a fuck, and they just put it up there. I don't know if it's up there or not because I don't have the app on my phone, and I'm not going to download it just to see if I can find it. Somebody uploaded it on YouTube. Thanks to them, and that's how I was able to see it. Naomi versus Oksana. Highlighted this with Alicia Fox being at ringside. Naomi got the win. Of course she would, because AJ was sitting at ringside. I don't know. All in all, Monday Night Raw was that great. Christian versus Randy Orton. Should be a good match. That's going to be taped tomorrow. It's going to be on Friday on SmackDown. And that's our next big one. So, from here on out, Elimination Chamber, it's all built around one big match. It's not like I don't think anybody really cares about what's going on with Batista and Del Rio. He should polish him off and beat him pretty quick. So, this is the last pay-per-view you're going to be doing on your, pay-per-view thing before the network starts the next day. Do you think people are really going to pay $50 to watch one match, even if it is in your big steel structure, the Elimination Chamber? That is my question to you. Does this look like a match that you have to buy to find out who is going to be the WWE Champion? Or are you guys going to treat this like it's some sort of a house show, flip it on Monday Night Raw, or who the fuck am I kidding? Turn on the internet and see who won this match on some spoiler sheets down the road? Or are you just going to all out just say, hey, I'll be honest with you, Steve. I'm going to stream the shit out of this show, and I'm going to buy the network in the morning and see if they upload this and I can watch it there. Some people say it's going to be there. Some people say they're going to make you wait a little bit because they want to make sure you buy it. Or maybe they just won't tell you if they're going to put it up the first day and then it'll just be there. And they're going to hope that you're going to gamble saying, I want to see this, so I'm going to pay for it. And maybe it'll all balance out because it's the last pay-per-view you ever get. I say that damn show last month, the Royal Rumble, that was the last pay-per-view I will have. I'll put a little piece of paper in there. I'll put my, when I go to shows, I like to put the receipts in there. Or not the receipts, the tickets, saying I was there. I'm going to take my cable bill. I'll put it inside the Royal Rumble DVD Blu-ray when it comes out. That's what I'll do. Peace out.